Autism Awareness Day, and according to the CDC, approximately 1 in 54 children in the U.S. is diagnosed with an autism spectrum disorder. Cindy Gellermini knows firsthand the struggles of raising a severely autistic son. She's the mom of 4, and she's written a trilogy of children's books about what it's like to live with autism. Here's her story.
Gonna try to splash that.
There's a huge spectrum of autism that people don't seem to understand. My son is at the bottom of the spectrum. In the beginning, I just thought that he was different because he was a boy, and he was just stubborn, and he didn't answer me when I called his name. I talked to a friend that was a speech therapist, and I said, "What do you think?" And she was like, "Oh my God, you need to get him evaluated right away."
Doctors diagnosed Robbie with autism at age 2.
He doesn't really understand speech, but he does funny things, and he likes to try to get a reaction out of you. That's probably one of my favorite things about him. I think that not being able to communicate is one of the hardest parts of it, because you just want your kid to be happy and healthy. You're forever trying to figure out, what does my child need? What is he trying to say? What's going to go wrong today?
When Robbie turned 17, he started to develop seizures. Experts say this can happen to up to 25% of autistic kids.
We've spent too many times in the ER.
When Robbie turned 20, Cindy enrolled him in a residential group home so Robbie could get better care. 3 years later, she made a video blog that captured all of the joy and the challenges of raising a child with autism.
So many people were telling me that they knew nothing about autism, and they were so glad to see these videos because they were learning so much.
On November 7th, 2017, Cindy's worst fear came true. Robbie passed away from a seizure in his sleep. He was 27 years old.
My husband, he just said to me, "Robbie's in heaven," and I was shocked. I was just stunned, and I didn't want to believe it. I thought, well, how can I continue spreading autism awareness? What would be a way that I could tell Robbie's story? And I was in a writing workshop, and a friend just said to me, "You should write a children's book about a little penguin with autism about your son." And I said, "Oh, that's really a cute idea."
She called the trilogy of children's books Robbie's World and His Spectrum of Adventures.
Each book starts with, Robbie is a penguin who loves riding in the car. His mama always says, "I love you just the way you are." And every chapter ends with the mama always saying to him, "I love you just the way you are." I have these different talents, where I sing and I write songs. And when I sat down and I wrote the first book, it all rhymed. It was easy. It was like writing a song. And then because I have a background of painting murals and things, I did all the illustrations as well. This uses everything that I've done over the past 40 years of my life have all come together in this one project. It was all the years of raising Robbie, all the years of painting murals, all the years of the singing and the writing songs. It was like my whole life all came together in that one moment in this one project. I'm trying to really help the parents too. I've met a lot of parents that they're comparing their autistic kids to typical kids. And the key I've learned is to accepting who your kid is.
I love you just the way you are.
That was the answer for me. Just love Robbie just the way he is. And I did. I just loved him the way he was.
Boy, that is beautiful. You can find the book Robbie's World and His Spectrum of Adventures on today.com/shop. And when we come back, the signs to look out for at different ages. That's coming up next.